Here. So my name is Michael Worth. I'm the broker sales manager over at Insurance Advisors Direct. Today we're going to be going over a really exciting product line that Matt brought to my attention, which is their group dental, vision, and life products. And so we're going to go ahead and get started here. Matt, I will go ahead and let you take it away on this one. One real quick thing as well too, before we get started, is we're going to allow people to ask questions throughout. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat. And I'll go ahead and ask Matt then, unless Matt's able to see those chats as well too. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat feature, and we'll get going from there. Go ahead, Matt, take it away.
Great. Thanks a lot, Michael. And yeah, please keep the questions coming as we go. I think it's helpful for me if you have a question right when I'm on a slide, if you want to ask it then, we can kind of have a conversation about that. But as Michael said, my name is Matt Brosnan. I am the sales rep with Humana for our group specialty products. We consider our specialty products dental, vision, and life, and I handle group sizes of 2 to 99 employees. We do have a sales rep based in Detroit who's focused on business over 100. So if any of you work what we consider a large group over 100, I'm happy to forward that to him or get him involved. His name is Cole Bianco. But what I'm going to go through is, as Michael said, is our dental, vision, life products. Something we're very competitive with in Michigan, and have a really great network too. So excited to tell you about that, and excited to field any questions you have as it comes up. So I'm going to go to my first slide here. So for over 50 years, we've had these specialty products within Michigan. We have a growing amount of subscribers, 2.8 million dental members right now. I think you'll see as we go through this that our strategy is really based around preventative care and both the dental and vision product. We find that by being heavy on preventative care, it helps prevent having more major claims, is somebody stays with us, which saves us and the member money in the long run. Outreach to at-risk patients to help prevent some of the more serious issues is what we're really focused on. We have a nationwide dental PPO network that offers really high discounts in the network, anywhere from 30 to 40%, which a lot of carriers are not providing, as you'll see. And we really have industry leading benefits. I think there's a few things we're going to talk about that you're not seeing with other dental carriers that's really unique to what we're offering. So here's what employers are facing out in the marketplace that we're seeing. There's an increase in periodontal disease. About half the American population has periodontal disease. And we have some really great preventative measures we're going to talk about to help control that, take care of that for those members that have that. And there's a lot of related health and wellness problems that can be traced back to dental work that we're able to help out with. We're seeing higher medical costs, and we're seeing lost productivity at work. By just getting a simple cleaning sometimes regularly, you're able to save an employer a lot of headache with having lost time at work, people having to go out to get major dental work done, or things that lead to other medical problems that could be really maintained with just simple preventative measures with a dental plan. And I have always thought this is a really interesting chart here that just shows some things that can be related to overall wellness from dental. So, things like stroke, oral cancer, high blood pressure, arthritis, osteoporosis, preeclampsia, premature birth weight, diabetes, all things that, by not maintaining proper dental hygiene, you can lead to these things, overall bigger medical things as you progress. So getting down to our dental plan, which is I know why a lot of you have joined. One thing we offer that we haven't seen in the marketplace yet is an unlimited annual max. So most carriers will offer 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. I've seen 3,000, but we have a true unlimited annual max plan that you can pair with our dental option. So really something that if you go and quote a group and show them that, it's going to be something most likely they haven't seen from another broker or another carrier. We have an extended max. This is standard in all our plans. So the example would be if you have $1,000 annual max, a member meets that, our extended max is going to pay 30% on all claims for the remainder of the year. they'll also get an in-network discount too. We'll go through that in the next slide a little bit more, give some a math example of how that'll work. And then, as I mentioned, we're very heavy with our preventative work. So we have 3 regular cleanings and exams and 4 periodontal cleanings as a preventative service. A lot of times preventative service is covered as a basic service, so it's only paid at 80%. Our periodontal cleanings are paid at 100% as a preventative service. Here's the example of how the extended max works. I think this is really important to understand because this can be a huge savings for a member. So if you look at that middle column there, the bill charge, if it's $1,000 and they've now met, let's say they've already met their max and they get a bill for $1,000 with their in-network discount, that's going to be anywhere from 30 to 40%. So right off the bat, they're already down to $700. The benefit's then going to pay an additional 30% because the extended max pays 30%. So that's going to pay $210 of that $700. Now the member's responsibility of that original $1,000 is $490. If we look at the example on the right with another carrier where there's no extended max in play, if they've hit their $1,000 max, they get a bill for $1,000. The dental provider's under no obligation to give them any kind of in-network discount. So they're really going to be responsible for that full $1,000 because the insurance isn't going to pay anything anymore. So you can see how big of a savings that can be. And again, this is built into all of our dental plans. This isn't a rider, any kind of add-on you have to do. It's just part of the cost, part of the plan. Any questions on this example so far of the extended max, the unlimited max dental plan? Okay. Here's an outline of our dental coverage. This is our passive PPO plans, traditional preferred. Just kind of shows everything we offer. It shows the different maximums, as I said, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, as well as the unlimited. You got the extended max in there. And then it shows the different types of deductibles we offer, as well as co-insurance amounts. So you have your richer option, 190/60 plan, where there's 100% paid on preventative, 90% on basic, and then 60% on major. We have a 180/50 plan and a 150/50 plan. Over to the right, you can see the buy-up options for the riders that as we call them. We have way preventative from annual max. I think this can be a great money saver. Usually it costs like $1 more per month on the plan. And what that will do is it will take all the preventative services and won't count them towards your annual max. So if you do have someone that's going with a smaller annual max, so let's say 1,000 or 1,500, we can keep all preventative costs from going towards that. So they can leave it for the basic and the major services. We also have the ability to move periodontics and endodontics, which typically follows a major service up into basic services. We can also add orthodontia, and we have the option to have a composite filling for the molars. So that's also a buy-up option. We for groups of 10 or more, we can do an implant rider, which will have full implant coverage for any group of 10 or more. This next slide is our PPO plan. So you'll see pretty much the same layout as our traditional preferred or our passive PPO. You'll see that the co-insurance is different now, whether you're in network or out of network. So if you look at option 1, 2, and 3, you'll see out of network, the co-insurance is lower on the basic and major services. However, I will highlight on option 1, if you stay in network, you can have a 100/160 plan, which you don't offer in traditional preferred. So you can have 100% paid on basic services. So if we move the periodontics and endodontics from a major into basic, you're gonna have 100% coverage on that. So 100% coverage on a root canal, which is really a really strong, rich plan. Something you could show a client. Same riders and buy-up options on the right, along with orthodontia and implant services. Our third option, so we have traditional preferred, our standard PPO. We also have preventative plus. This is about half the cost of a PPO plan, so it can be a really affordable option to offer a group that maybe doesn't have coverage, or as a dual option. If they have 10 or more employees, we can offer a PPO plan as well as a preventative plus, just to make sure everyone gets on the plan. It's affordable for everyone. This comes standard with a $1,000 max. There's no option on that. $50 deductible. And then you'll see it only covers preventative services and basic services. So you can either have the basic services covered at 80% or 50%. There's no orthodontia on this plan, and there's no major services covered. So it's a much more limited plan, but again, it's going to give you those 3 cleanings a year. It's going to give you exams, x-rays, and that's going to cover some basic services as well. We're going to move on to vision. So there's no dental questions. We can move on to vision, or if you have some later, you can always put them in the chat. I can answer them. Again, another chart that kind of shows some medical items that can be found with a simple vision health. I've heard several times that brain tumors have been discovered through a simple eye exam. You can detect if someone has high blood pressure through an eye exam. And with our plans, you'll see these eye exams are either no cost or up to $10. So they're really affordable, and you can really find some major medical ailments just through a simple eye exam. So here are the top 5 things about our Humana vision. We have a really broad network of independent providers, national retailers, as well as online retailers. We partner with glasses.com. You can search through there. You can try them on virtually, purchase them, and really a great experience through the online retailer, glasses.com. Here are some of the other national retailers. I'm sure you recognize most of them, if not all of them. We have Target, Pearl Vision, Lens Crafters. I've heard we may be adding Walmart at some point in the near future. So really a lot of national retailers that your customers are going to recognize. We have an automatic 2-year rate guarantee on all our vision plans. We can also do that with the dental. It's not automatic, but if we do an automatic 2-year rate guarantee with the dental, vision, and life, we can have it all line up at the same time. And it's nice that it doesn't have to be thought about every year. We can look at it every other year. We have a bundling discount of 2% with the dental. So by adding vision, you're going to get another 2% off the dental price. We have 3 different plan platforms here. They're outlined right here. We have the exam only plan, full coverage plan, and the materials only. So for instance, if let's say the medical insurance they have has eye exams covered, we could do the materials only plan. If they want the full deal, we'll do the full coverage plan where they have the eye exam, materials, and everything is covered under that plan. That's what most groups do. I think as you'll see, I think I have a chart on here coming out that shows some of our pricing. You'll see how affordable it is. So typically doing the full coverage plan is what most groups go with. Yep, here it is, next slide. So here's what we're looking at: employer sponsored and voluntary costs. So the Vision 100 up to 200 really details how much of an allowance they're getting on frames or contact lenses. So depending on group size, we have automatic static payments. So you'll know exactly what the cost is going to be. You don't even have to get a quote on the vision. You can just look at this, and you'll be able to give your client an accurate look at what it's going to cost. So we have 4 categories: employee only, employee spouse, employee child, and family. And then, as I said, it's based on either groups of 10 to 99 or 100 to 40. I'm sorry, 500. We can do groups of 2 to 9. Just the pricing can fluctuate. So we would have to get a quote to give you accurate pricing on that. But as you can see, for groups of 10 to 99, the pricing really ranges from $4 up to $12. So it's not that big of a swing. And this Vision 200 plan is going to have a free eye exam, and you get a $200 allowance on frames or contact lenses. This chart's great, and I can send this out if anybody would like to look at it. Something we can certainly distribute, but it shows some of the different options we have. Like we can look at the Vision 200. It shows what the cost is without insurance, and then what it is with Humana and what your savings would be. So you can look at the Vision 200 here. An eye exam is typically $70. With our vision plan, it's a no cost copay, so you're saving $70 there. Your frames cost is up to $200. So with these companies on the left, they're saying it's going to be about $189. So again, that would be no cost to you. And then the different types of lenses, if you want to upgrade to lenses, progressive lenses or the anti-reflective, It's a straight copay, so you know exactly what you're going to be paying. And the total savings on this would be over $700. So to get all these different lenses, the anti-reflective, the frames, the exam, you're really only spending just over $100. Another thing about these vision plans is it's standard to have a new set of frames every 2 years, every 24 months. We do have a rider where we can do it once a year if the group wants to do that. Talking a little bit about our network, we have over 75,000 vision providers. The most of them are independent retailers, but we do have a lot of national chains as well, as we've kind of looked at. 99% of our vision claims are billed as a network. So we have a really great partnership with IMED, who's our network provider, as well as our own national network too, combined with IMED. So the last part of our package here is life insurance. We offer both term life insurance as well as voluntary life insurance. You can do either a 2-year or 3-year rate guarantee. You know, one thing I like to talk about is the guaranteed issue. Even for a group of 2, we can offer $25,000 of guaranteed life insurance. And we'll look at a chart in a little bit that shows, depending on the size of the group, how much guaranteed life we can offer. You know, along with adding the vision, which takes 2% off the dental. If you add life insurance, that'll take another 2% off the dental. So by doing dental, vision, and life, it's 4% off the dental. And if you add voluntary life, it's another 2%. So you potentially could get 6% off the dental cost by adding all 4 lines of coverage, which sometimes, depending on the cost, might pay for the vision insurance. It might pay for a line of coverage. So can really be a nice idea to bundle that. And you know, not everyone has to take the voluntary life. Not everyone has to take the dental or vision. And we only need 50% to take the employer paid life here. So we do have a minimum participation of 2 enrolled employees and 50% taking it. If it's standalone life, we do require that 5 enroll in it. And here's the chart on the life insurance. If you see over to the right in the middle there, it shows the guaranteed issue amounts. So as I mentioned, with just 2 employees, you can get $25,000. And this is just eligible employees for the amount of guaranteed issue. We offer dependent life as well. So spouse and child dependent life. And yeah, again, it needs to be 50% participation and 50% paid by the employer too for the life insurance. Any questions so far? I know we've covered most of what I was going to go over. So I'm not sure if Michael, if you've seen any questions or if you have any questions yourself.
So far, I've not seen any questions in chat. However, if you look at the for anyone who's participating right now in the chat feature, if you've been typing in questions and you didn't change the 2, it might be showing to somebody else. You could be typing that to everyone or to host and panelists. So if you have any questions, we're opening the floor right now. Definitely some good information in here. So feel free to ask any questions that you might have right now.
Yeah, I think we're nearing the end of this. You know, I will say, you know, for anybody that's working with a group, to get a quote, you know, my information will be here at the end. You can send any kind of a census you have, whether it's, you know, I have some brokers just send it to me in the body of an email. All we really need is date of birth of employees, name of company, zip code of company, and then what each employee is electing. So if they want to look at dental, vision, life, or if they only want to look at dental, any kind of a basic census, you know, we can get you a quote. And again, it's $2 to $99. If you have a group over 100, we can certainly take care of that too. I would just route it to my coworker Cole. And commissions too. Commissions, it's a standard flat 10% on the products.
That's a very strong commission rate to have, especially in the group field.
Yeah, it's a great commission. We do have some bonuses too, which if anyone wants to reach out to me directly, I can go over. But it has to do with persistency, and then also adding new business too. But it's a percentage of, there's different tiers, but it's a percentage of the annualized premium that we're looking at for the bonuses. So again, here's my email right here, my direct line. You know, if you want to reach out to me at any time after the meeting, I'm around part of today. I'm happy to have an individual conversation if you have more specific questions based on your book of business or the groups you're working with. But would love to show anyone on here kind of how we're competitive and how we can provide you great service and in a competitive rates and product.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Matt. Thank you for going through this training here with us, and we'll make sure to keep spreading the word on these this great product, all these products you have available here. And yeah, feel free to reach out to either Matt or I if you need to get contracted with Humana. Please feel free to reach out to me. I will be reaching out to everybody as well too after this, anyone who registered and anyone who attended. And so I'll be making sure to reach out. If you are watching this from our YouTube page, please feel free to contact me. My contact information will be on the next slide as well too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, take care.